Time to turn the page, MP.
What the hell is that? Good. Huh? Solo? I would do studio. Mhm.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word
Studio, I think studio is the best thing that we have for like, those are the ones that I have here, but I tried another one they had and studio was just different. You can check it out. You can do your own research, but I like studio. And you get all the features that comes with it.
And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game with a bit more riding on the line here than usual. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the San Antonio Spurs.
And you know for that Pelicans game, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in a power forward position. And for Phoenix, up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Cooper is out there with Booker, and it's Beal in at the 3. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. You remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. And it's the Suns with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. And it's Cooper missing. Now, here is Robinson. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Here's Hendricks. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Cooper. Robinson pulls it in. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Sexton. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Assist from
Robinson's got 4 assists in the game.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Booker. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And textbook mechanics make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Kessler passes to Robinson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Cooper. 11-point game his last outing, and it's good. 2 points.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Outside Robinson. Here's Hendricks, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Suns trail by 5. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
Robinson passes to Kessler. And a missed layup.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And good that time.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Nurkic a screen on Sexton. With 3, Booker. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Robinson throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Durant. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it goes down 2 points. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 5. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For teams, Stan, that make coaching changes in the offseason, how long do you think it takes to fully implement your system, a coach's new system?
Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. First of all, I don't think you ever fully implement your system. You're always adding to it. You're always tinkering with it. And for a new coach, what you're really doing is you're learning your team and adjusting your system as you go along to fit your talent.
Hendricks, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Suns trail by 8. Done outside. And here's Nurkic. Scoreless thus far. There's Beal with the three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Durant, his shot is good, scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
Now, here is Robinson. 6 points for him. And stolen by Dunn. Robinson against Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Durant with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. A nice shot by Booker.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Beal following the bucket by the Jazz. KD on the wing. Durant, and Durant is right there. 10 points for him.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Booker kicks to Beal. Pass to KD. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The three from KD. Again, the miss by KD.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Robinson. Kessler the screen. Robinson drives in, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the basket by Utah. Durant for three, drains the three-pointer. Durant's got 13.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Kessler, back to Robinson. Kessler setting the pick for Robinson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Jazz lead by 9. Booker the pass to Dunn. Durant against Robinson. On the wing, Booker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Phoenix making some changes. Okogie's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Saban Lee's subbed in for Devin Booker for the Jazz. Jazz leading by 7. George dishes to Clarkson. Cloak loose and stolen by Dunn. Okogie the pass to Beal. Here's Durant, and the shot goes down. 15 points for KD.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
To the inside. Here's Filipowski, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
That's good from Filipowski. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Suns. 7-point differential. Pass to Durant. Nice move. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Allen finds Durant. There's 1:26 left in the first. Lets it go from the wing, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 17.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Brogdon. Still yet to score. Takes it inside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And Brogdon, with great positional size, he uses that height and strength to convert on that finish.
Pass to Dunn. And here is KD. From the arc. Rebound by Williams. Utah leading by 7. Outside, George. Clarkson outside. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses in close.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to Durant. Dunn outside. Beal from long range. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. That one doesn't go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Jazz out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
We've got Durant. Bradley Beal is out there with Allen. Then there's Dunn, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Robinson misses. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. That gives them the lead. Allen's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Beal drives in. Good D by Williams. Utah shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Robinson for 3. They get the rebound. Tries again. Beal with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Durant. Rebound by Williams. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Utah turns it over again. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah.
Number 24.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Okogie. Still without a basket. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Robinson. And he lays it straight in. And the Jazz lead by 1.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Durant against Robinson. And it's Durant missing. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Thunder was phenomenal. He came away with 41 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And stolen by Dunn. For 3, Okogie. Outside for Beal. 3-pointer. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Robinson against Durant. The Jazz with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Okogie. There's the triple. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah trailing here. Robinson drives in. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Outside for George. Now Robinson. He's got 19 with the drive. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And the Suns making a change here. Cooper's checked in.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for this guy is just so unreal.
Here's Robinson. 2 points. That one goes.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. exactly when his team needs it.
For Utah, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton, how he performed last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench, always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Robinson goes in, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Utah, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Pass to Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
Robinson goes in, and then Robinson slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Booker outside. Down low. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. It's good. Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Count that bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Sexton against Booker. A rebound by the Jazz. Robinson down low. He's covered by Beal. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Here's Robinson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Back to Kessler. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Suns trailing. Booker outside. Pass to Dunn over Hendricks. Dunn misses. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the focus was to get stops. All game they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Cooper kicks to Booker. Cooper a screen on Sexton. No good from Booker.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Okogie's checked in for Bradley Beal. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for Robinson. And Sexton drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Durant for three. Rebounded by Clarkson.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Markkanen looking it over. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Williams, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Suns trail by 6. Outside, KD over Williams. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 27 points for KD.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
Here's Sexton. Pass to Kessler.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And Utah making a change here. Ogden's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
For 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Collier. The Jazz with another miss. Suns trail by 5. Right wing. Here's Cooper. Fires from 18. Kessler with the rebound. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Here's Collier. The Suns getting the bucket. Pass to Brogdon. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Here's Okogie. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Cooper. Rebound by Williams. Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Collier. Brogdon against KD. The Jazz working the ball around now. Inside, here's Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
The drive by Booker. Nice crossover to get that one. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Brogdon outside. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Suns trail by 5. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second foul. is in the penalty. Shooting for Utah, Collier at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Nurkic checked in for the Suns. Beal comes in for Josh Okogie. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Beal. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 5 assists tonight.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
To the wing right side. 2 on the clock. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Collier's got 4 this quarter. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
And not having Steph Curry's presence on the floor is so tough. Obviously, he's a huge part of their offensive strategy, and I know why. Because he doesn't miss.
And so, thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Suns.
They've been very handsy on defense, racking up fouls, giving the other side free points at that line.
Handsy, big fella. Handsy?
Yes. Hands that you can see.
I hardly ever hear you say handsy.
Hands that you can see.
I don't think I've ever heard you say handsy.
Hands that you can see, Ernie. You just got to say it fast. Handsy.
They need to hear what I tell you and Kenny before every show. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't get handsy with me. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. While you look at Jay in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. And so here's Phoenix after the missed 3 from Robinson. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Booker the pass to Cooper. Nurkic with it. Outside Beal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now here is Robinson. Kessler the screen. Robinson goes in, and easy 2 points on the layup. Robinson's got 35 in the game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Booker outside. Over Sexton. Again, Phoenix.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Sexton kicks to Robinson. Kessler screen on Durant. Here's Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Robinson. Here he goes. Now Kessler. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. Booker pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Nurkic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Beal. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the whole floor is open for Beal. He has the mechanics to make a shot from just about anywhere.
Markkanen a screen on Durant. Robinson passes to Markkanen. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And the Jazz lead by 3. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. To the paint. Here's KD. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Now, here is Robinson. He has 35. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hendricks, good on the triple. Hendricks has got 9.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Cooper. Hasn't made one yet. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kessler a screen on KD. Robinson passes to Kessler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul.
Good on the second free throw. Suns have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Pass to Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. Kessler's setting the pick for Robinson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And look at Durant using that long stride to stay out ahead on the break.
Now here is Robinson. Fires away from outside. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Robinson. Pass to Kessler. And George kicks to Robinson. Drives to the hoop. Outside for George. Now here is Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Outside, KD over Robinson, and Durant gets it to go with the assist by Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Now, here is Robinson. 37 points for him. Back to George. Outside Robinson. George against Booker. The 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Cooper. Durant with it. Strong finish by KD.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Phoenix leading by 4. Grayson Allen is out there with Cooper. Then there's Dunn, and it's Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. They get a hand on it. One-on-one here. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Dunn. The shot by Filipowski, no good. And the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And here is Allen. Pass to Cooper. Shoots from the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. KD's got 48.
At this point, you have to think Durant's going to go down as one of the all-time great offensive players. He is on a very short list. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And the shot falls short this time.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Okogie, the pass to KD. Goes up, and the dunk by Robinson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Durant just inside the line, connects, the jumper drops. Durant's got 50 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Robinson kicks to Sexton. High Nice ball movement by Utah. Hendricks passes to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. They grab their own miss. Pass to Filipowski. Cooper against Robinson. Goes up with it again. And he sinks the layup. Robinson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Jazz making a change here. Kessler's checked in.
Number 24, Walker Kessler.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Fourth personal foul.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Dunn against Kessler. Here's KD. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Robinson passes to Markkanen. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. KD looking around. 5 on the clock.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And the first one falls.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And the Suns making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. KD against Robinson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cooper kicks to Dunn. Pass to Nurkic. He tries for 3. Utah with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now Kessler. He's guarded by Nurkic. Outside Robinson. Markkanen. Good on the shot. Markkanen's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Over to the left wing. Okogie, the pass to Dunn. Lets it go with the 3. Hands it from downtown. And the Suns lead by 2. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Sexton grabs the board. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it's Cooper missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Back to Markkanen. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Suns have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Nurkic. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to his shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Okogie. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Over Kessler. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Nurkic.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
And they double up Markkanen. Sexton, and he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Suns, Beal comes in for Dunn. And it's Devin Booker in for Josh Okogie. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that one, good.
Well, he plays both guard positions well. Sexton shows off that court vision.
And Booker kicks to Beal. Pass to Cooper. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Nurkic setting the pick for Beal. Sinks the triple. Beal's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And it's Cooper missing.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And good! There's another.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe B. Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
Physical defense, and KD does not flinch.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Cooper. To the middle. Over Robinson. And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
Taking 2 shots.
Robinson hits them both. Now Kevin Durant. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hendricks, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
I got yours.
For 3, Durant. Rebounded by the Jazz. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Beal can't get it to go. Utah leading by 12. Robinson with it. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen a screen on Booker. Hendricks. A three-pointer, no good. The Suns running out of time. On the wing, Booker. Beal with it. Now defended by Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense.
Good, that's another bucket.
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. My goodness.
At the line for the Jazz, Robinson, 1 shot.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Down by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jazz.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. The record is now 1 up and 1 down.
And Kevin, I thought their energy and effort was outstanding.
You earned that one. Good game, MVP. MVP. Wins pay the bills, baby.
That's when I had 80, that's dropped to 60. I think it's 62 on my head.
Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work. Hottest team in the land coming through.
Appreciate it, guys. Changed by my shoe coupon.
Relations team will respond immediately. All right, fans, who wants a jam dancing poster? That is our next coming up soon. Get your tickets on the platform.
That's good. 3, not on.
Tickets are still available for the next Jazz game, so purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for available games or sales for season tickets.
Shit, that's way too early.
Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Jazz. For the Mavericks, a mixed bag for this team to start the season, but one run can catapult them where they want to be. Will that change happen tonight? We'll find out shortly. Jazz, Mavs. Up next. We're back in a moment. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Brooklyn, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Jazz, they've played some nice basketball, no question. But do they have more potential than they've showed us thus far? Absolutely.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Utah, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Robinson in at the point. All right, Grant, two of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
And the tip belongs to the Jazz. Irving against Sexton. Markkanen with a screen on Irving. Here's Sexton. No good. A bit long that time. Thompson scanning the floor. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
Let's see what he's going to do again.
Sexton against Irving. Sexton, that's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Doncic passes to Thompson.
Huh?
Doncic against Robinson. Pass to Irving. Fires the three.
Why would it go?
They get it again. Gafford. Good chance here for Irving. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
Here's Sexton. Mavericks with a rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. Give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game now. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Now here's Robinson. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. And here's Doncic. 29 points for him last game against Chicago. Thompson with it, picked up by Markkanen. Got a hand on it. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. The three from Sexton. Drops in the three. Sexton's got his second bucket on the night.
Colin Sexton has proven to be a very capable three-point shooter. Boy, you better be there to contest.
Back to Doncic. Three-pointer.
Come on.
Connects from downtown.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Robinson to the paint. Hendricks. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he
why
said,
would
look,
you,
we
why
all
would
know
you
what
come off
Luka
Klay
can do.
Thompson?
He'll get his points,
What
but we
would
can't let him take
possess you
over.
to come off
We have to
Klay
maintain
Thompson?
our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Sexton. He's got 5.
Pass it.
Markkanen outside. 6 to shoot.
What
Here's
you
Robinson.
doing?
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, good whistle there.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
And stolen by Sexton. And it's Robinson penetrating.
Back.
Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. Back to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic grabs a miss.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air.
This is not even fucking funny, dude. Like,
the Mavericks lead by 21. On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Hardy, and it's Little in at the power forward position. Now here's Irving. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Clock at 6. Shoots. Rebound, Utah.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
That's good from Robinson on the assist by Markkanen.
It's not just the decision-making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Now here's Irving. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Elbow shot on the way. Yes, it's good. Irving's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Lively. Here's Hardy. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Robinson on the wing. He has 6.
Stop coming over to me.
Fires the 3. Lively grabs a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Little. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You're coming over to me. Why? We can't do shit on the court.
Show up is in the hustle step.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And Dallas making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Now here's Markkanen. Coming off a 16-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Yep, that one's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
Grimes, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 10.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
Here's Hardy, following the bucket by Utah. On the take, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Laurie Markkinen.
2K, come on. We got soft cream up, 2K.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Lively passes to Grimes. Screen by Lively. There's the three.
I want your shot.
Grimes' shot is off. The Jazz have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Hardy. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. Right side, Irving. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Hardy. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Jazz trail by 20. And it's Robinson penetrating. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
What the fuck?
And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Beasley. Lively with a screen on Markkinen to the inside. Here's Grimes. Beasley outside from downtown, and he buries his first look.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the Mavericks, another 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Robinson for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in the game. Beasley outside. Pass to Irving. Here's Hardy. A deep 3. Kessler with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back.
If I'm standing beside no one, that's no pressure.
Lively.
When somebody's standing beside me, it's pressure.
Sinks it
Watch it.
Beasley's got 12 points.
I just love the ball move.
For 3, Robinson.